What's up, Amelia? Dayspring here with an episode of Power of X-Men to react to the Hasbro fan stream today. I completely forgot we were getting this. I saw the sign that it said, or the post that said that we were going to get it on February 20th. So I knew February 20th we were going to get a live stream, but for whatever reason in my head, I thought February 20th was Friday. I always think of fan stream Fridays, right? I guess that's something from lockdown, but I completely forgot we were getting a live stream today from Hasbro unveiling some new Marvel Legends. I was on a work call and I saw my phone kind of blowing up. I had it charged over in the corner by our fireplace, and I was like, meh. I mean, someone's angry about X-Men 97, you know, or something like that. And I was like, I'll just check it once I'm done. And I open up the app, and I'll tell you something. I didn't see that many people covering the stream. You know, usually when there's a Hasbro stream, everyone's posting screen grabs and everything and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I got to be on this. I got to be on this. But I just saw one post, and it happened to be from Hasbro. And I was like, okay, well, they unveiled some figures. Let me quickly look if there were any X-Men. And I went to some of my go-to like X-Men accounts that I always check, and there was nothing there. I was like, oh, maybe no X-Men were announced. But then I looked and on Twitter, and the first thing that came up was a Cable figure that is so clearly inspired from Marvel versus Capcom. And I saw the clip where Dan, Dwight, and Ryan were announcing it, but they did not say Marvel versus Capcom. I guess for legal reasons, they can't say Marvel versus Capcom. They're like, oh, it just reminds me of a certain video game. That video game is Marvel versus Capcom 2. I was like Fate of Two Worlds. No, because that's Marvel Capcom's 3, Fate of Two Worlds, Marvel versus Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes. This was my childhood right here. I want to take you for a ride. I want to take you for a ride. I think I had a heart attack. By the way, I think I had a heart attack from that game, that line that the announcer gives. That is actually the voice of Cable Lawrence Bane. And we have an interview with him that we have not been able to release, but he confirmed he did Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and he was the announcer for it. Anyways, so excited for Cable. I saw quickly Wolf Bane. I don't really know who else is in the line. And I thought, oh, you know what? This could be fun. This could be fun. Let me react to the other characters that are in this wave in lieu of just rushing to post something. Let's have a genuine reaction here, right? So I figure we can share my screen. I opened up the Hasbro Pulse Instagram page, and I went like this. So I'm going to try to do that too here because I really want to be genuinely surprised. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to react to the figures that we are seeing here. Oh my God, I have like 100 windows open. Okay, so I'm looking at myself, and I know that I'm covering my hand with the screen. So I think it's this post right here. Boom, and I guess that's the title image. So I'm going to click on the first figure. There we go. All right, so I'm going to react to these characters. I'm sorry, I hate looking at myself, and now I'm like, oh wait, maybe this isn't the best angle. So I'm going to lift my hand. I'm going to look at the first character. Oh, it's Icarus! Oh my God, look at his colors. My first thought is, oh my God, his colors. He looks so good. Namor Cosplay is going to be so happy. Namor Cosplay is going to be so happy with this. It's a comics accurate Icarus. He looks great. Who's that? What's the Build-A-Figure part there? I can't really make it out. It looks like a thigh, like an orange thigh. Okay. It's Icarus. I'm so excited here for Icarus. Obviously, we got Cersei in another wave, or in a 2-pack. I think, unfortunately, the Eternals are sort of a dead IP. That doesn't mean I don't want to see the characters or the figures out there, but I think after Axe Judgment Day, all of us were kind of like, meh. But without a doubt, we need an Icarus figure. He looks great. The hair, the face looks a little, you know what the face reminds me of? Because it's a lot of like cheekbones and shades. It reminds me of the Toy Biz Most Wanted Negre figure. That's sort of what the face reminds me of. He looks great. I like the hair swooping. He comes with alternate hands. I'm going to be very transparent. I don't know much about Icarus in the comics. I did read the first 12 issues of the Eternals back in the day. when the movie had just come out. I did it with Namor Cosplay and Cole over at Masters of Comic Books. We all got on a Zoom together. Actually, I was at Namor's place and we talked about those first 12 issues of the Eternals. It was a lot of fun. I'm very 100% happy with this figure. Absolutely happy. Okay. I'm trying not to look at the hashtags. Okay, the next one is Black Winter Thor. Uh that is that Saber-tooth tiger? Is that Zabu? Are we gonna get a Kazar in this wave? That's Zabu. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right? From the Savage Land. X-Men animated series, season 2. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, Black Winter Thor. I really loved that run in the Thor comics. I kind of got into it because there's this beautiful scene of all the heralds of Galactus sort of coming together at the dining room table, and Thor is there, and then Thor becomes the herald of Galactus, and there's something much bigger than Galactus coming. I didn't really finish the series, to be transparent with you, but I'm excited. This makes sense. We did get Herald Thor a couple waves ago, so this looks great. Oh, look at his tattered cape. It's beautiful. The paint apps for him and for Icarus are just absolutely beautiful. What else is there to say? They're beautiful. I want these two figures. I want them. Ah, it's Cable. There is Cable. Yo, Amelia, the mid 90s. Marvel versus Capcom 2, Age of Heroes. Playing with Cable with this gun and the laser coming out of it. Marvel versus Capcom was one of those games that just left a huge mark on my childhood. I'm just so happy to see this. Obviously, obviously, this is based off of Cable's costume at the time in the mid 90s in the comics. Yes, 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 yes. I know all about that, but I'm going to forever associate this costume with Marvel versus Capcom 2. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. He looks so good. I love Nathan Christopher Summers so much. I'm such a huge fan of Nate Gray. I'm a huge fan of Cable. I mean, that's Ryder Strong hair there. I just zoomed in. That's Ryder Strong hair. He has two hands and then two guns. Yes, give him guns. Oh, look at the paint apps on this. We've come such a long way with Cable figures. I did like the original Toy Biz Wave 6 Cable, and we did get a variant one as well. So I did like those figures quite a bit. I like the X-Force Cable we got as well in Hasbro. I did not like the X Sanction one, which was based off of his AVX appearance, right? The X Sanction one. That one I was just kind of like meh about. I'm trying to remember if we've gotten any other cables. I know we've gone in a 2-pack with Domino as well, which was kind of small as well. This is probably going to be my favorite cable. This is going to be the cable I display right next to Nate Gray. And I'm going to recreate that pinup where him in this costume is fighting Nate. What do you want me to say to this? This figure was made for me. I'm sorry. I know how narcissistic and ridiculous that sounds, but if there was ever a figure out there that would appeal to a certain kind of X fan, this to me. I love the mid 90s. Everything about the mid 90s onslaught, Marvel versus Capcom, Mutant Academy. Give it to me. This was my era of X-Men. I love it. I am so happy with it. They did us justice so much. Okay, can I tell you where my mind goes when I see figures like this? If I ever look like I'm taking a moment to pause in my head, is because my inkling is like to not get too excited because I do come of the generation where figures were announced and they never made it out. So my thought process here is like, oh no, I like this figure too much. It's not going to happen. I'm like, oh wait, but we do have in package photos and it's on. Hopefully, it's going to available for pre-order Thursday, February 22nd at 1 p.m. Okay, I don't want to look at any other caption, any other of the caption because I want to be genuinely surprised. I love this figure. This is a figure that I want more than anything with my Mayfex Nate Gray. Make 2024 awesome. That's all I want. Oh, he looks so good. All right, and there's Kazar himself. What's up, Kazar? I I still like the exclusive San Diego one that we got back in like what 2007. I'm forgetting when the San Diego Kazar and Shaun of the She Devil um, two pack that we got as a CDC, a San Diego Comic Con exclusive. I'm still happy with that. Listen, of course, the figure needs to be upgraded. Of course, this figure looks great. It's so wild. I see He-Man now because I just saw He-Man Revolution a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, is that He-Man? It's striking similarities. I'm happy. Of course, we're getting X-Men 97. He was a big part of season 2 of the original X-Men animated series, and we're getting Zabu. How could I not be excited? Could I not be excited for this? This is an awesome wave so far. Ah! There she is, Wolfsbane with like a big old piece of body for Zabu. Everyone's wanted her. Everyone has wanted her. And is this a Polaris torso shoulders that we got with Polaris in the two pack with Havoc? That's it. X Factor is now complete. X Factor is now complete. Um, her her arms and her legs look great. It looks very much like she has fur. Um, I don't know how I feel about her facial expressions. Actually, she come with an alternate, no alternate head. Listen, she looks vicious. She looks okay. This angle looks better. And listen, by the way, at this point, Familia, if I ever give a critical note on the appearance of a figure, the asterisk is holding it in my hand. I cannot tell you how many times I have given critical reviews of a figure based off of an image and then I hold it in my hands. And I'm like, oh, this was great. One of them being the astonishing Emma Frost, part of the Chode Wave. That is a excellent, excellent, beautiful figure. And I was like, oh, she looks awful. She looks great here. She looks really, really good. But I will say, she looks like, I don't know, somebody with her eyebrows I'm not vibing with. Somebody with her eyebrows is just not doing it for me. However, does not matter. She looks great. Everyone's wanted her. I Since we have this version of the figure, I wish we can go back in time. And instead of getting a Wolfsbane's head with the, I was going to say Walmart, the Walgreens exclusive Danny Moonstar, right? We got Karma, we got Danny, and we got Wolfsbane. I would have said just throw in a Magma head for that one in lieu of Wolfsbane if we were going to get this. Because now we have two Wolfsbane's figures, and that's fine. But like, you could have easily popped off the set. I'm assuming easily popped off the set and put it on the New Mutants female body that we have with Danny. But that's fine. Listen, are we going to get Magma? Now I'm so sad. We completed this team. Thank you so much, Hasbro. Now can we get Magma? So excited. I cannot wait to get Strong Guy, Polaris, Quicksilver, Havoc. Well, maybe I can wait on Quicksilver. I don't think Quicksilver was that good of a figure. Quicksilver, the only Quicksilver figure I like is the 5-inch Toy Biz one, which I'm forgetting the name of the wave. Was it like Mutant Regenesis or something like that? But that's the only Quicksilver figure I have ever liked. All the other Hasbro figures that we have gotten, all the other figures we have gotten for Quicksilver, I've just been like, it's kind of a pass. This looks so good. She does look good. Again, it's just something with her facial expression, but the figure looks great. I cannot wait to assemble all of X Factor. Oh, so excited. Red Widow. It took me a second. Well, my thought process was, oh, I've seen this figure before because they did announce her already in a live stream. And then I was like, wait, what's her name again? It's Red Widow. I don't know too much about this character. Sorry, this is my whole. These are the holes in my knowledge of Marvel. I don't know too much about Red Widow. Let's see who's the next one. Oh, it's Iron Man. Okay. So Superior Iron Man. Wow. This is a good looking Tony Stark. That's interesting. He looks really good. Again, I don't know too much about Red Widow or Superior Iron Man. Not anything other than okay. Like it's kind of like a lackluster, two figures, but I understand people are going to recognize them on the shelf and buy them. They are beautifully done. That is it. They are beautifully done. What more can I say? And then there's Zabu. Who's a good boy, Zabu? Who's a good boy, Zabu? Okay, here we go. All the figures there. I'm happy. This is a great announcement on a Tuesday afternoon what a wonderful announcement. No notes. Super, super jazzed and hype for these figures. How do you feel about them, Familia? Drop your feels in the comments below and we'll discuss as a community.